We are just live.
We're just doing it.
We're just going for it with a laptop microphone because I left my microphone at my house.
It happens.
It happens. Guys, Moto Monday.
It's here.
A little bit late, but we're doing the things. Let me just make sure we're
I'm
on.
in town.
Paul's here.
We don't have to worry about the two screens and the tech. Well, most of the tech gremlins.
Let's see. It says I'm going to be live streaming. Stay tuned. Come on. Waiting for the stream to begin. All right. See, this is what we should have done. We should have done music first.
Right? Should. There it is.
There it is.
There it is.
All right, guys. Well, it says I'm live. Comment below where you're watching from.
We're still getting some of the technological fun figured out, so post a note. Let us know where you're tuning in from. This is a quick live today.
Yes.
Because we're mixing some things up this week.
What's up, David? Thanks for tuning in from YouTube.
Hey, David.
Yeah, it's been a whirlwind. So Paul's actually in town in Kalispell, Montana, up from Arizona, hanging out.
We've doubled the state's population with me being here.
That's true. Usually we have pre-roll music, but I know we've got a very, very short window to go live today. We didn't want to miss a day, so I just threw it live. Very cold start.
We're just jumping in.
We're just
it's like
it.
Right out of the frying pan into the fire.
Absolutely.
So Moto Monday,
yes.
we're changing some things up.
Yes.
We want to be able to reach additional students, especially in the international scene, because noon in Montana is like midnight in some of the places around the world. So as you're watching this, put down in your time zone what would be the ideal time for us to do Moto Monday, because we've got a couple things up on the chopping block, and so we're looking at that. We've got David saying it's a polar bear dive for live streaming.
100%.
You know what? You joke about stuff like that, David. The thing is the water here never goes above like 33 degrees Fahrenheit,
cold.
like maybe 1 degree Celsius. So now we might have to just go jump in a lake somewhere. As a kudos to David.
Right.
Like, here you go. Thanks, David. David, this is a perfect time. And David, where are you tuning in from?
Oh yeah, because we're actually streaming about 5 hours later than usual.
Usually
we go live at
6
noon.
hours later, because we just had daylight savings time here in America, and not all the countries in the world.
Oh, true.
Right?
Very true.
Big Sky. Oh, he knows about Big Sky.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and okay, from Connecticut. Thanks. I couldn't remember if you were Connecticut or Vermont or England.
There we go.
My bad.
Now we're live on Behance. Okay. Sorry, this whole time while he was talking, I was trying to make sure we were live on Behance too. We're good to go.
It works.
All right. So about 7 p.m. here out east. So we're thinking about a few different time changes here.
Right.
We're going to do some early stuff, some late stuff.
Right. We're exploring some different options as we're both growing our businesses, coming together across multiple brands, because now I'm working with clients throughout America, and you've got several different irons in the fire as well. So we're looking at how can we overlap all of these things. So even if you're watching this on the replay, please be sure to leave a comment down below. If you're joining us on Behance, there is a hitch in that get along, and if you put a comment down below, we're not going to be able to see it.
Maybe. It's loading.
So you can always hit up Derrick at, what's the best email address for them to contact you with just something like that?
Just email me at Derrick@DerrickMitchell.com.
Derrick@DerrickMitchell.com.
Yeah.
And just say, hey, this time with this time zone, and that way we can really take a look at what we can customize for you all as we are wanting to continue this service of Moto Monday. So for today, we're putting 15 minutes on the clock. We have 14 minutes right now for some Q&A. Derrick represents like the best of graphic design technical wizardry, and then I hope to bring to you some ideas around confidence and performance, and how can you increase your role within your business. So we are going to be live for the next 13 minutes. Open Q&A, whatever you want to know. We are ready to rock and roll.
Some chat over on Behance. We got Chris Marino over there. Hi guys, testing the comments. I can see you on my phone now. I still can't see you on the computer.
On that. Okay, that's so weird.
So that's all right. I got Behance pulled up, so we can
Hey Chris, thanks so much for tuning in.
Yes.
Let's pause that, because that's
We're good.
Just
cool.
pulling.
All right.
Perfect.
So, guys, what a whirlwind. Where do you want to start? How do you want to jump in on
Well,
this?
I think just recognizing that I'm able to come in and work with you and your brand, and then one of the companies that you're working with right now, able to come and work with that entire team. Amazing opportunity for me, and just really enjoying it. Coming back to the state that I grew up in, Montana. So excited to be here. And if you're just tuning in, drop a comment down below. We've got David hanging out on YouTube, joining us live from Connecticut. Chris Moreno testing the comments. Thanks so much. Over on Behance. Chris, where are you tuning in from?
Yeah. Sorry, guys. It has been a day. It has been an awesome day, actually.
Yeah.
Paul's doing what he does best. He came up helping the team. So we've been taking notes furiously all day long. And we realized halfway through, we're like, oh my gosh, it's Moto Monday. We got to go
Moto
live.
Monday. We knew we weren't
so-
going live at noon, and we were
Yeah.
like, well, did we communicate that to anybody?
No,
did we
we
tell
didn't.
anybody?
We didn't. It's been, I think daylight savings has completely nuked our brains.
Right.
So it's all right, though. We're going to get back on track. And again, to stay in touch for future episodes and time changes, join the mailing list. So if you go to derrickmitchell.com, you can join my email list there, and you'll be one of the first to know on anything that's coming up. And then you can also check out Paul's website over at paulgowin.com. So today is just kind of a soft check-in. If you guys have any questions or things you're working on, your portfolios, you want us to check them out real quick, we'd love to see what you're working on. David, what are you working on over there in Connecticut? Chris
is in
from
Seattle.
Seattle. That's right. Thanks for jumping in. So I think last week was Chris's first time finding us.
Okay.
Maybe, if that's
Okay.
the person thinking of. Super pumped to welcome you back.
Yeah.
And thanks for tuning in. And would love to see what you're working on over on Behance. Chris, what do you got on Seattle? Feel free to pop it in the chat. We'll check it out. Actually, you know what I can do? I can click on Chris's profile.
Are we just going to do it like that?
I was going to.
We can probably load it up on here.
I see one post real quick. What are you working on? What's new? What's popping? What's happening?
And how can we help? Because that's what we want to do on these different platforms that you have a channel on.
Yeah.
Because you're on Facebook and you have the student group on Facebook.
Yeah, that's another area. And then YouTube. So
YouTube,
Facebook,
and then Behance as well. And we're talking with some people at Adobe because Behance is such a great platform for the technical wizardry of your craft. And what we're hoping to do with Moto Mondays is have some motivation as you're gaining these skills, as you're growing your business, as you're becoming that better graphic designer. How can we also work on those human skills that are going to be advancing your progress and accelerating it?
Yep.
You know, we want to, you're in a community like Behance or following us on YouTube or Facebook because you want to move ahead and get ahead a little bit faster instead of going through the school of hard knocks or having to make all those mistakes and figure it out. We want to help you out. So we're here live to answer your questions. We've got, 10 minutes left before we're pulling the plug.
Short live. People barely get notifications.
Right.
Chris says there's not much there. I see you got a couple things there. Getting started. I have to work, but it's not shown yet. All right. That's awesome. Everybody, it's always a work in progress with your portfolio. As soon as you publish something, it's already outdated, right? Because you're working on something new. So that's actually something that was really hard for me to make time to do, and my portfolio is very dated. So that would be something fun that I could start doing in my lives.
And some of your lives just had to update your portfolio?
Yeah, Behance and the website. Lots of cool stuff that I can't show yet because of non-disclosure or NDA, non-disclosure.
Non-disclosure agreements.
Yeah, so there's some NDAs where I can't show everything yet, but in the very near future I'll have more stuff to be able to post. So cool stuff. David, design-wise, working through my first layout drafts of a coffee table book, showcasing photography from the past year. Birding in New England, very specific.
Awesome.
That's awesome. My wife and I actually wanted to do a coffee table book with all the barns. There's like all these old barns here in Montana. Like an old barn book. We haven't done that yet. So David, awesome to see that you're actually working on it.
Is there something we can do to help you out with a question embedded in there, David? Like, love seeing that that's what you're working on. Is there something that we could maybe jump in and offer some perspective, or
paste a link if you have anything you want to link to as well?
David,
Totally take that idea and run with it. The barn coffee table book because clearly I have not done anything with it. So go for it.
It's an iron you're not going to put in the fire for right now.
I don't foresee jumping in on that. The other thing I wanted to do, actually, my wife and I, when we first had our first couple kids, we wished there was some sort of like insider's map of the best park to take your kids to, and so we thought about making like a discovery map for parks for kids. I want to see mine. I'm actually getting a brand new lens very soon. It's going to be the Sigma Art Series, the 18 to 35, 1.8, to keep up with your buttery soft lens that you have.
Like the lens that I have.
Yeah.
See, what's amazing is like your audience is going to know what you're talking about, but I don't. Like,
no, I don't.
I call you and I'm like, hey, this is what I'm looking at getting.
Yeah.
Like, is that a good purchase? And you're like, yes, or check or hold.
So I'm finally going to do
it. Good.
Yeah.
Stepping up.
Yeah, stepping up my game, getting there. So that's all that's really new in our world. You've been on the road for the last week.
I have, and I'm super excited. I utilize a service dog, and with some of the changes in policies in the country, I wasn't able to bring her with, and she has been an absolute knucklehead. She keeps getting into stuff and causing some problems. So I'm excited for this week, and then I'm also excited to get back home because I'm normally joined at the hip with her 24/7.
Yeah.
So especially as she's just being a dork, I'm excited to see what's going on.
I don't know if you want to share.
Oh, she got into her medication because she was sick and she overdosed on her medication. Ended up having to get her stomach pumped.
So how does a dog overdose? Well, she jumps on the counter, gets the pill bottle, and chews it
open.
Yeah. So
probably ate the pill bottle. So we're trying to figure out like
it's all right.
how does a puppy pass a pill bottle? I don't know. Let's take a look at what we've got here from David.
For images on their own pages, standalone. We're intermixing text within the incorporating stories along with the page.
Best practice question there.
Honestly, that's the thing about art, right? It's whatever you want, right? So there are some best practices. There are some things that might work better than others, depending on the image as well. Mm-hmm. Some images might lend themselves, maybe they've got a big, beautiful sky, and so there might be space for some subtle text that makes sense. In more of a gallery book, typically, if it's like an art gallery style, typically you want the image to be standalone as the image, speaking for itself, and then maybe a column of text beside it or the title of the piece below it. Typically, you don't want that to be on top of the artwork. But at the end of the day, it's your book. You can do whatever you want. So if you want to get crazy with it.
And since you can do whatever you want, make sure that all of your text uses the outer glow,
oh my gosh,
the inner glow,
and papyrus,
the drop shadow, the texture. Go all the way, David.
Oh my gosh. Don't listen to anything he says unless it's about business. Jeez.
It was one of those occasions where I recognize I'm not a graphic designer. This is why I step away from the Adobe suite.
So, my wife and I were first dating, and we were using Messenger. And in Messenger, not like Apple, but was it AOL? Whichever one.
We're going back.
We're going back. My wife and I met on. Well, we didn't meet on MySpace, but we first started messaging on MySpace. That's how far back this was, all right? You guys don't even know what that is.
Wow.
Neon signage glow.
See, David. This is my kind of guy. Right
so the best part is she would send me messages in papyrus because you could choose the font.
Oh,
because she knew
right.
that just drove me crazy.
Yeah.
So
fingernails
funny.
on a chalkboard. Hook it up like a tow truck, David.
So bad. Anyway,
Here's some great things that we have in store. So we're looking at changing the time of Moto Monday. We want to reach more people, be able to respond to more questions live, be able to love on them more live, give away more courses live,
and maybe get more of our midday work done without taking the
there is
4-hour chunk in the
There is
day.
that, as we are working to be more productive in our different ventures as well. So your comments down below are really going to help us out. And because I'm in town this week, we're looking at having your amazing bride, Jenna, the genius Jenna, and we're looking at Thursday. Thursday.
I think we're doing Thursday after 12:30 at some point was what she told me she had available. So
12:30 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time. If you're not yet signed up on the email list, go over to derrickmitchell.com, scroll all the way to the bottom, sign up for the newsletter, because we will have an email out on Thursday
Yeah.
for what time we are going live.
Yeah.
And that's going to be an awesome conversation with the three of us, being able to offer the best tips, techniques to be able to grow your business.
So today is kind of an exercise in us making sure we don't miss a day, trying to have that discipline to go live, even when I don't have my microphone, even when it's the end of the day and we're tired from all the work we've done.
Right.
But Thursday, I'm really excited because it's going to be very tactical on the freelance and business side of it. So Jenna, my wife, is the project manager for our company, and she's the reason why we've made a living. I do a lot of the work, but she's the reason why we have work, because she found that work and she helped send proposals that actually landed real projects for real clients. And so because of that, that is the reason why I've been able to find success on platforms like Upwork and even locally with local clients and international clients. So she's going to peel back the curtain and talk about that, how to land those paying gigs, what to say, what people are looking for, what works, what doesn't work, what to avoid. So we'll get into a lot of that on Thursday. We'll also be doing some giveaways. She actually has a course, so we'll be doing some giveaways.
Tons of giveaways.
So we'll be sure to tune in Thursday. We're going to lob out some emails again for an exact time, but it's going to be around 12:30 or so, Mountain Daylight.
On Thursday?
Well, because it's not MST anymore, it's MDT.
Right, it's MDT.
Yeah, we literally just changed.
So we're looking at midday in the mountain time zone in America.
The good news, the replay will be up. So if you miss it live, you can get the replay.
Right.
But if you miss it live, you don't have a chance to win all the goodies. So stay tuned for that. And yes, David, the Avatar poster. Yes, Avatar the movie. If you guys haven't seen it, great movie, and they use papyrus in the titles and everything.
Oh.
Have you not?
I didn't put that to... No.
Yeah.
If they would have had the outer inner glow
Here's
satin
the thing.
finish.
Papyrus is a great font. Like, it's a really good font.
For Avatar posters.
If you're a massage therapist, if you're Safeway, and it's for you. Anyway, the point is, because it's a default font and everybody has access to it, everybody uses it. So it loses
it
its
gets
flavor.
a little Times New Roman-ish.
Exactly.
Yeah, Roman-ish.
100%. So you heard it here first. You can use papyrus, but don't.
But don't. It's kind of like how you can do the inner outer glow drop shadow. Like, yes, it's an option.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, that wraps us up for today.
Super short, guys.
Super quick.
Thank you so much for tuning in.
David, Chris, thank you all so much.
Yes.
And if you haven't yet signed up for the newsletter, DerrickMitchell.com, scroll all the way to the bottom. You can check out my work at PaulGowin.com. And we will see you along with Jenna on Thursday. Stay tuned for what time?
See ya.